Hey, what's up, everybody? Zach Strief here. Just finished up Saints practice. It was a great one today. Certainly one of these practices that you guys as fans would have loved to have been at. It really is a shame that the practices can't be open right now. But it was a great one. Lots of team period, pretty much kind of a scrimmage tempo. We saw live tackling today and a whole bunch of periods. I thought it was really good. I took a poll before practice. Who you guys thought was going to win the day? It was pretty balanced. I would certainly say having left the practice. I think the offense gets the edge today. Uh, that's taken with a little bit of a grain of salt because the defense came up with several interceptions, taking the ball away today. So pretty good afternoon. Take a look at some of my notes here. They started out with ones on twos, go down, get a field goal, come right back. Ones on twos offense, the first group, defense the second. P-Rob with an interception right on the goal line. Big play from P-Rob coming down. And then a 4-and-out with the 2 offense versus the 1 defense. 4-and-out, really back-to-back sets. So a nice job there by the defense. But then the offense kind of goes on a little bit of a run. Breeze comes back in, 1-0 versus 2D, drives him down the field. You see Mike Thomas come up big in that session. Bunch of catches, ended up with the touchdown grab in that set. We saw Emmanuel Sanders and Benny Fowler both play very well today. Both those guys came up with several grabs each. And then the other thing that I really think stood out is I think the defensive line had a big afternoon. We saw a lot of sacks. We saw a defensive lineman getting to the quarterback. Carl Granderson was in the backfield a couple of times. Sheldon Rankins came up with a sack today. Cam Jordan. So I think we've seen that continually. I think it's a good defensive front. I think they can get after the quarterback. I think Ryan Nielsen's done a good job. A couple of those sacks came off of games, which we talked about a little bit yesterday. And those games being movement on the defensive line, kind of trying to disrupt what a normal pass protection is for the offense. Can be hard to do during training camp when you don't know your guard or you don't know your tackle or center who's next to you. Those games can be tough, but it's something that group's going to have to pick up quickly here. Then we saw Jameis Winston get his first action of the day, came in against the 1 defense and drives the team down. Deontay Harris had the touchdown in that drive and a big grab, and he had a catch earlier in that drive as well. I think Deontay Harris has done really well in this training camp. I really do think that he's a guy that's going to see a little bit more action on offense this year. I think he's a guy that can help you out. Then we went ones-on-ones. We see the defense kind of make a comeback. Had a sack early in that drill from Cam Jordan. Trey Hendrickson knocks the ball down on 3rd down there to get a stop. Then they come right back. Mike T with a big catch. We see Latavius Murray get in. Cam Jordan with a sack on the 2-point conversion. So it was a good day. I thought what we really saw was, again, both sides getting wins and victories. I don't think that the defense would have wanted to see the offense get into the end zone as much as they did. And yet, it's going to happen when you're watching ones on twos, ones on ones. Some guys that weren't out at practice today that, will contribute to that being a little bit maybe twisted from what it would be true ones on ones. But really good work. It was a tough practice. I can assure you that those guys were worn out by the end of it. It was really muggy, kind of wet. Finally, the sun came out late in this practice, and it got really hot towards the end, towards the 2-minute drills. So I thought it was a really good day by both sides. It was a great practice. I think the Saints are going to move into the Superdome tomorrow night. I think we'll probably see a little bit less of this live, call it a scrimmage. It's really a normal practice with a little more tempo. I think we're going to see more situational stuff in the Superdome. Just give those guys a chance to be inside that environment without people, which will be really interesting to see how the players kind of come out of that and feel like it is, knowing that that's what a game is going to feel and look like. So a really good day. Enjoyed it. I'm going to jump on tonight on Sports Talk with Bobby and Christian. I'll be on at 4:20 to go through my thoughts with Bobby and Christian. So don't miss that. And then stay tuned in to WWL Radio's Twitter feed as well as WWL.com for updates all through training camp right here on Saints Radio WWL.